serve our great state. My father, who is here with us today, served in the General Assembly for 13 years. Governor Deal, words are not adequate to thank you and Ms. Deal for your visionary leadership and service. Thank you all. Just before I was accepted to medical school, my wife and I welcomed our son into the world. The idea of returning to school was intimidating and seemed financially impossible. For me and my family, the Nathan Deal Scholarship made it possible. This is true for so many of my fellow students. This scholarship and this medical school are more than an opportunity for students. Our mission and Mercer University's unwavering commitment to rural Georgia is a beacon of hope for the underserved rural counties in our great state. This scholarship is a testament to the power of medical education and the potential it holds for transforming rural communities. From the beginning, Mercer has been a dedicated leader in meeting the healthcare needs of rural underserved counties in Georgia. The medical school curriculum is structured to expose its students to rural communities early on, revealing the challenges physicians and patients encounter daily. As a first-year medical student, I was fortunate to return home for a population health rotation and work and be taught by a Mercer University School of Medicine alumni, Dr. Justin Peterson. This physician approached challenges with a balanced, well-informed perspective and practiced the skills that are needed to provide the highest quality care. Every day I left his office eager to learn more, fueled by the excitement of one day returning home, practicing medicine, and mentoring Mercer medical students. I look forward to sharing my passion for rural Georgia with them and revealing what I believe to be the highest honor as a physician, building trust with underserved populations and creating innovative solutions to address their healthcare needs. I'm from the small town of Nichols, Georgia, a community slightly over 3,000 in Coffee County. For those of you who might be a bit rusty on Georgia geography, Coffee County is just west of Bacon County. I grew up, like many rural kids, tending to our garden and animals on our small family farm just outside the city. I dreaded the hard work at the time, but looking back, I'm incredibly thankful for the discipline and responsibility my parents instilled in me at such a young age. My understanding for the importance of helping others was planted and grew on our farm. My parents demonstrated what caring for others really meant. We gave away our vegetables and eggs to anyone in need. Deuteronomy 15:11 reads, "You shall open wide your hand to your brother, to the needy and to the poor in your land." That important verse should be especially evident in a physician and all providers of health care. Through college, I worked as a pharmacy technician. It was a job I truly enjoyed. I was able to help customers understand their medication, show them how to use a glucometer, and learn of the challenges they face. I loved having the opportunity to help these folks. It was rewarding to help them understand their disease. Their ability and desire to take responsibility for their health grew, and I knew pharmacy school was for me. After graduating from pharmacy school, I moved home to Nichols. I was eager to serve my hometown, the town that helped raise me, cared about me, and demonstrated strong values of service. I accepted a job at an independent pharmacy that had been in Nichols for over 50 years. It was busy and we worked hard. Every day I had amazing experiences. Listening to my customers opened my eyes to the gaps in health literacy, limited physician access, and the power of open-ended questions. Sadly, I discovered that insurers had policies that discriminated against rural citizens and hurt the most vulnerable, often making it impossible to get the medicine or appropriate care. Narrow insurance networks made it difficult to see the closest best physician. Despite hours of effort by the pharmacy, physician, and the patient, it was often impossible to overcome these policies that only added to the burden of chronic disease. It seems rural patients are rarely considered when health plans come up with their solutions. With my background, I hope to strengthen the triad between physicians, pharmacists, and patients. And as rural physicians grow in number, I believe we can offer a louder voice for our patients. In 2024, most health problems can be prevented, cured, or controlled when patients have a relationship with a well-trained primary care physician who knows and cares about them. That is a fact, but rarely do rural Georgians have that opportunity. Healthcare is about skill, knowledge, and experience, but importantly needs a relationship built on trust. With the nearest emergency room in the next county, a rural pharmacy quickly becomes the first stop for illness or emergencies. I will never forget a terrified lady who came into the store bitten by a snake with the snake in hand. There she was in the middle of the store waving the snake around, wanting an opinion on whether or not it was venomous. Thankfully, it was not. Farmers driving their tractors into the parking lot while stopping in to fill a prescription. Lawnmowers in my drive-through. And mothers dropping in with their children to see if a laceration might need stitches were almost daily events. One thing I know is these are my people and I love and respect. Rural citizens are often ridiculed, looked at as less intelligent, and called deplorable. The rural Georgia I know is a diverse group of self-sufficient, smart, resilient people who have a true sense of community, intergenerational relationships, acceptance, respect for the uniqueness of others, and belief in helping anyone in need. Whatever you think of rural Georgia, I know you believe as we do. They deserve quality care and quality education. One patient experience stands out as a transformational moment and created a special memory that remains with me daily. A retired teacher and a librarian called the pharmacy to ask if the pharmacist could make a house call to give her COVID-19 vaccine. She apologetically explained that at 96 years of age, it was difficult to drive. This lady, Miss Nanalot, was the same person who read to my elementary school class every single Thursday, faithfully for 7 years, from pre-K to 5th grade. Her belief in the importance of books and reading brought incredible adventure, opportunity, and understanding that for each of us it's possible to dream. She's a strong positive influence in my life and the lives of other children in that school. By reading stories full of wonder and imagination, we believed in the future, and now this selfless person, this life, needed my help. What an honor to help this precious teacher who changed the lives of so many by reading to us. After giving her her vaccine, we talked about her health concerns and daily needs. As her pharmacist, I could help explain her medications, but I felt limited in my skills to answer specific questions about her health, about her deteriorating health, much less how to improve it. This person who gave her life to improving our lives should not have to worry whether she could get health care in her later years. That experience was pivotal in my decision to pursue medical school. How could this committed teacher who taught us to love and read and helped us believe that the impossible was possible be unable to get health care? I could not provide what she needed, and she could not travel to get care that would help her. I will always respect greatly the profession of pharmacy, but my community needs a doctor. All medical students have unique backgrounds and life stories that lay the foundation for medical school. Though we come from different circumstances, we were all touched by teachers. Teachers who taught us to read, didn't let us give up on ourselves, and insisted on our very best. Teachers like Miss Sandra Deal and Miss Nanalot, who helped us see that education was the path for what once seemed impossible. At Mercer, education is not just about a degree. It is the privilege of obtaining a degree that allows you to serve others. At the medical school, we share a passion for Mercer, for medicine, and service to our state. Our passion has since been transformed into our purpose to carry on Mercer's mission of providing selfless professional care to rural Georgia for many years to come. Thank you.